was born back in 1988, Audi made 6 cars. The Audi A3, the Audi 90, the Audi 100, the Audi 200, the Audi Coupe, and also the Audi Quattro. Today, they make 12 models. Back then, you had a choice of different engines and so forth, which made up 33 different combinations. Today, that's over 600. In fact, there's so many different model variants, I've had to write them down. Have a listen to this. If you walk into an Audi showroom today, you have a choice of the A1, the A1 Sportback, the A3, the A3 Sportback, the A3 Cabriolet, the S3, the S3 Sportback, the S3 Cabriolet, the RS3, the A4, the A4 Advance, the A4 All Road, the S4, the S4 Advance, the RS4, the A5 Coupe, the A5 Sportback, the A5 Cabriolet, the S5 Coupe, the S5 Sportback, the S5 Cabriolet, the RS5, the A6, the A6 Advance, the A6 All Road, the S6, the S6 Advance, the A7 Sportback, and the S7 Sportback, page 2. The A8, the A8 long wheelbase, the S8, the Q3, the Q5, the SQ5, the Q7, the TT, the TT Roadster, the TTS, the TTS Roadster, the TTRS, the TTRS Roadster, the R8 Coupe, and of course the R8 Roadster. All of these cars help Audi ride the wave of premium, luxury, and of course exclusive products, which are very popular at the moment. Which brings us on to this. The new A3, Audi's hatchback, the bread and butter of cars. How is this targeted? How is this exclusive? And is it still premium? That premium feel is all set in here. As you look around, you've got all these soft touch plastics and lovely finishes. And everything's got this Audi quality to it, which is quite nice. And don't be thinking that it costs a lot of money. Yes, the base price of this car is about £20,000, but for that you do get a lot of kit. You get 16-inch alloy wheels standard. You get air conditioning. You get MMI radio, multimedia interface radio, iPod connectivity. You also get a multifunction steering wheel as well, and you also get this. Let me show you this. Here it is, rising from beneath. And 11mm thin as well. Look at that, beautiful. That is standard on all new A3 models, but if you go for the step above, if you go for the Sport, which is what I've got here, which has very kindly been provided by Lister's Audi in Coventry, they've also given me this lovely coffee, which is branded. Look at that, isn't that lovely? It fits just there, next to the smoker's pack. Anyway, back to the car. This Sport model comes with slightly firmer suspension. You also get 2-zone climate control, as well as this Sport steering wheel and Sport seats. Now, if you go for the S-Line, the top of the range, you get 18-inch alloy wheels, which have been specified on this option, as well as Xeon lights and an S-Line body kit. If I go into the centre armrest, here we are. There's a sheet of paper with a pen and some writing by the looks of it. Here we go. So, dear Tim, I hope you're enjoying the new A3. We have 3 tasks for you. Okay. First off, connect the Bluetooth. Right, okay. Tel. Let's go for Tel. Tel, here we are. Bluetooth. Device management, that's good. Find new devices. Yes, perfect. Here's my iPhone. There I am. See if we can connect to this. Hands-free, yes, go. And there we are. It's done. Brilliant. Right, so what's my next instructions? Well done. Now call the producer. Call Matt, okay. Call the producer, there it is. Call him producer Matt. It rings, here we go.
Hey.
Hello, producer Matt.
Hello, Tim.
I've been told to call you.
Yep. Well done on connecting your phone.
Thank you.
You now have another challenge.
Great. Okay.
You have to go to the next destination. Good luck.
Thanks. Nav is what we want. Okay, right, so here we are. We've got a beautiful colour map. Right, let's give this a go. Destination. Click. I've just pressed something. No, you can draw. Okay, right, let's give this a go. Yes. the. Look at this! Now this is cool. I can draw it using the top of the dial. Ho ho ho! Audi, you are outdoing yourselves. Add to tour plan. Start route guidance.
The route is being calculated.
Ooh, I have choices. What's this? Oh,
The next stopover is on the limited access road. Please drive to the route shown.
okay. Right, off we go. How do I start this? While we're parked up, you can't hear anything at all inside the Audi because it's got stop-start, of course. The 2 litre diesel in this doesn't actually feel like a big 2 litre diesel engine. There isn't as much torque as you'd expect, but then again, that comes down to the fact that they've managed to reduce the emissions on this by quite a lot. For 20 quid a year tax, there isn't a car that I currently know of that can pull quite as well as this one. Ah, Sainsbury's. Might just pop in there and pick up some weekly shop. Give this hatchback its practicality test. To test the A3's practicality, I'm going to go and do a weekly shop. You might think I've been a bit of a bloke and brought a full 3-inch plasma. To be honest, I have, but it's a very good test for this car's practicality. So, how easy is it to fold down the rear seats? Let's have a go. Well, that's quite easy enough. Perfect. That in there. Now, hope that works later. There we are, 1/4-inch plasma and Audi A3. While we're just cruising about in leafy suburbia, let me tell you about the engines. You've got a choice of 3. A 1.4 petrol with 120 brake horsepower, 120 grams worth of CO2 out of that, about 49 to 50 mpg, Audi claim. There's a 1.8 petrol with even more power, that's got 180 brake horsepower, but the CO2 about 135 grams, and of course the MPG a little bit less again. And then of course there's this, the 2 litre diesel, that's got about the middle of the 2 engines, so about 150 brake horsepower, but it only emits 106 grams, which means 20 quid a year tax, and also about 70 to 80 mpg, so Audi claim. Would I buy an A3? Yeah, I would. And there's one very good reason why. It's not because you can fit the golf clubs in the boot. It's because with that badge, it doesn't matter whether you're out shopping, just doing the weekly shop, or whether you've come to play golf. The car fits in. And that is why you should buy an A3.